What's going on, everybody? Lead Farmer 73 here. I'm gonna get right into it. What I'm trying to do is make a door for my pig pen because I'm gonna be letting them out this week, and I'm half-assing it, if you will, because I need to get them out of here ASAP. So all I'm doing is making a makeshift door that I don't plan on opening right now. I'm gonna worry about that later. Right now, I need to get them out here and get more space and more room because they're getting bigger and they starting to stink. And it's like they're focusing all of their waste in one spot, and it's like it's enough flies to make a pie right there. So I gotta shift everything and do that. But in the meantime, I want to show you what I'm about to do here is I'm going to use this Power Smart lawnmower, and I got the link down in the description box below. Power Smart gas lawnmower, 22 inch, and I'm just using that to cut all of the rest of the grass inside of my garden here, and then I'm gonna run that tiller. We're gonna do that too. We're gonna do it live. So I'm gonna show you about this lawnmower, and when I ask for some questions, if you got any questions about this lawnmower, that'll be the time to give them to me. But right now, I'm gonna just put in some work real quick, and then we're gonna finish this door. I can kind of show you what I was working on right here, making it so it can open and close, but I really want it locked. So I'm gonna cut this here. I'm gonna cut that down there and make a short door, because they can't get over that. But over here, I'm making hinges with wire, and I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna do that down each and every row in every socket just so I can open it. But I don't plan on opening it right now. All I'm worried about is them being able to stay in here. So all I'm focusing on is making the hinges here, and I'm gonna put a lock on here. So this never comes loose unless I unlock it. All right. Hey, everybody. Guava. It's good to see you in here. I'm going to get right into it. Okay. All right. The title of this video, are you ready? Are you ready to fight? And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying fight as in pick up weapons, arms, firearms, swords, none of that. I'm telling you, are you ready to fight? Because everybody keep thinking that to fight back against all the crazy stuff that's going on right now, that is not the only way. You do not necessarily have to pick up your dukes just to fight back against what we're going through right now. What I'm talking about is, if you're at home and you're asking, what can you do about the horrible times that we're in? If you're asking, what can you do to fight back against all of this? I say this all the time. Rich people only listen to money. They don't listen to words. They don't listen to people. They don't listen to spirituality. They only listen to money. If you take money out of a rich person's pocket, out of their bank account, they listen. So this is what we gonna do. We are gonna start this garden today. I wish I had enough energy, because now that I see the way this is going, I really want to change this right here. As a matter of fact, I think I'm a try. It just took me so long before muscling it. I'm gonna try it just for a hot second. If it don't work, we just gonna let it roll. Okay, and that is trying to put these back over here in a different configuration. And the reason I'm saying that, so I can, instead of keep coming to the garden from this direction, it's natural if I just came to the garden from this direction and have both of my raised beds on either side. Okay, so far, any questions so far? If not, we're gonna count to three and we're gonna get to it. And the reason I'm kind of rushing this is because it was so hot today. My herbs and stuff is looking bad and stuff, and I done watered them and everything. So it's so hot that everything is wilting up and I don't have time. No questions? Nada? Nora? Para? Nothing? Get some dirt out of my gloves. It's good to see everybody in here though. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but let's keep it rolling, all right? So, first things first, I got all of pig ain't pregnant. Pig ain't pregnant. I learned something today. Pig is not pregnant. If she is, she ain't showing the actual most definite sign that I'm looking for yet. So I'll keep my eye on it, but for that, she's not. She's just a big old girl. Anyway, I'm gonna try to move this. If it don't work, then I'm just gonna proceed. First thing I gotta do first is cut this grass no matter what I do. This ain't gonna take but a quick minute with this new lawnmower, so that's not gonna take but a second. So give me a minute. This is the new Power Smart 22-inch mulcher bagger. So it's a mulcher and a bagger both together. But what I've been doing, single leveler. You can level the whole lawnmower with just one leveler. It has self-drive to it right here. And of course your safety switch. So this is on sale right now. And if you go down in the description box, you get some percentage off with my code. Okay. So I just put it together and I've been using it and I'm loving it. So it starts right up too. That's the best part. Ain't nobody trying to be yanking and pulling on this thing. So I'm gonna knock this grass down right here and then we're gonna get that tilled up. Okay, I've already been cutting with it. Wait a minute. Okay, I've already been cutting with it, so the bag is full. I forgot about that. So what I'm doing, the reason why I like the bagging part, just like my riding lawnmower, is I'm pouring the grass in here with my chickens and my pigs to cut down on smell. This keeps you from buying straw and hay and all of that stuff when you can just do it yourself and gather it yourself. So this is what I've been doing. I threw a couple of loads in there already, you can see. All right. Watch out. So what they don't eat, covering down the smell. Wait a minute. Because I have not. Okay. I had to throw my sign up there because I keep talking about it. But I and I ain't zoomed in on it. And every time I see it, it's like in reverse. So yeah. So I'm about to open this up so they have the run of the whole yard. All right. So this is how I'm gathering all the grass, basically by hand. That makes it easier. All right. That makes it so much easier to function. Okay, we good now. I cut the grass down to the knuckle, and before I crank this tiller up and bust this open, I'm gonna try to move one. It took me days to do this, so now that it's loosened up, because it was embedded in all this, I'm gonna try, so y'all hold on, all right? If you hear a couple of poots, you know, I'm muscling. Well, y'all can't see none of that, can you? Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, I might have to call it a day on this. Heavy. Ooh, I'm gonna have to call that a day. Whew. Boy, that thing got me panting. Okay, all right. All right, okay. Okay. Ooh. That's a mother father right there. All right, we got that. 2 more to go. Thanks, Power Smart. At least your part was easy. All right, so let me chill for a second, and we gonna till it up. I'll just till around it. Okay, we about to get it going. I'm gonna take any questions real quick. Let me get me a sit down. it's heavy. Any questions? Why is my screen so dark? Damn. What's going on with that? I can't see nothing. Hold on, y'all, because I can't see nothing. Go. Y'all with me? Okay, I can see y'all now. My whole screen was dark. All right, any questions so far? All right, I said it earlier, and I'm gonna say it again. Give me a good solar generator to purchase lead. I can't do that because I don't know what your needs are. I would need to know what your needs are to suggest anything to you. My husband, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. What kind of fuel do you use in your lawn? All smaller engines, I try to use non-ethanol fuel. If I know I got a big job to do, and I'm gonna be using it all day to keep running out of tanks of gas, I'm going to use regular gas. But if I know I'm gonna put it away for the week or more, I use non-ethanol fuel. That way, if I forget and don't end up using it again till till next season or something, that way it don't gum up my system. Serenity Acres, how you doing, my sister? Says my 8 air layer worked thanks to your video. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I told you it's super easy, and everybody keep thinking it's fake. Have y'all seen any of those comments on that video where they think I'm faking the results of the chili dog method? And a lot of people say, yeah, that's just because it's a fig tree. It don't take nothing to do a fig tree. And I don't even reply because I say in the video you can use this on any tree. So, and I have done it on apples, pears, plums, peaches, you name it. I've done it on everything. Yeah, I don't mind them. It's what always makes me feel good is when somebody say I made that look so amazing that you think it's fake. You think it's CGI or AI or something. So that's dope. If you think I'm so good that you would put money on it, I'm faking, or lying. So that makes me feel good, Chris P, I don't get notifications anymore. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. 640 square foot building with a mini split system in it, need a 240 transfer switch. Geechee, what are you asking me a question or are you telling me something? Because there's no punctuation whatsoever. Any questions about the lawnmower or any questions about what I'm doing when I'm about to get back up in a minute? Do those IBC water tank have a spout to get water out, or do we need to install it? No, mine do. That don't mean all of them do though, okay? All of them don't. So when you purchase an IBC tote from somewhere, you want to make sure that it does have a spout. Usually if it has a spout, they charge you a little extra money for it. Maybe I missed something. Geechee, you talking to Chris P or something? Because I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm okay. That's over with that. So no questions. So let's get back into it. Let's get in this garden and finish it up. Okay, I'm gonna till. And I'm going to do it. Y'all, okay. I never do this, but I'm about to. Should I go ahead and tell? Let me see. You got nursery ready for Mama Pig. Yes. Yes, I do. And I don't think she's pregnant. If she is, she ain't showing the signs that there's really gung-ho. I just watched a bunch of videos from a pig farmer and he showed the difference, and I don't think she is. Just by looking at her genitalia, it ain't doing nothing right now. I just did TLC. It looked bad, but I literally just drunk not just water, but water with salt and lemon in it. Thank you, sister. Can I grow lettuce in a 5-gallon bucket? Got a lot from my job. Yes, you can. You don't need the soil to be that deep, but yes, you can. Now, here's another thing about growing lettuce. Everybody that's about to start growing lettuce, depending on where you are, if you are in the South, that's the end of that. Don't waste your time, okay? If you live in the South and you watch Lady Led's lettuce video, or you saw me say something about the lettuce, please, please don't don't plant no lettuce if you down in the South, because right now the temperatures is changing. It's about to get so hot that the lettuce is just gonna bolt. You're gonna plant it and then it's gonna shoot up and go to seed. And you're gonna be wondering what's going on. So if your weather is getting like really hot, please don't plant no lettuce right now. Did y'all hear that? Listen, listen, listen. He gonna do it again. I found out I got a rooster quail, and this is the first time I've heard him crow in the last 3 days. I've been hearing him crowing, and it been tripping me out. I didn't know what the hell that was. I thought it was a bird up in the trees. I was in here laying down, and I kept hearing that brr, and then I said, I know that sound. What kind of bird is that? I know that sound. And then when I was in there the other day, messing around, feeding them and watering them. No, that was today. Feeding and watering everybody. One of them, he's the biggest one. He got a white collar around his neck and a bare chest. And right when I thought that might be him, he said, brr. I said, look at what we got here. You know, we got a whole doggone rooster quail now. So I could, yeah, male quail. So now we can start getting some fertilized eggs up in there, boy, right? Okay. Hey, Veronica, how you doing? Hey, Missy Hawk. Yeah, male quail. Male quail. Yeah. Okay. So, Missy, I was about to slip up. I'm gonna show y'all something before. Ooh, that breeze feel good. Oh my God. Me and my puppy is burning. You see, I got my girls out. Cell block 1 is out free ranging. If you have the space, what's a good fertilizer for peaches? Just some kind of organic compost. You really don't need a whole bunch of nothing for peaches, but some kind of organic compost or organic, like manure, chicken, cow, something like that. If you're trying to stay organic. If you're not trying to stay organic, I don't know, to be honest with you. But you see my girls, all of them. So all 8 of them is out here on the range somewhere. And I've been keeping my eye on them, making sure they don't go too far. But they out here doing the doggone thing. Okay, let's get this garden going then. No more questions. Except for one. Let me see something. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, there we go. Oh, say, I've been told, wait a minute, what's this? Let me see. I've been told the quail do not come into roost automatically like chickens. Has that been your experience? I don't know. I'm new to keeping quail. My cousin Doug got me started on quail, so I'm nobody to learn from, okay? And number two, I heard the same thing. I don't let them out to do anything. As a matter of fact, I bought them their own chicken coop, a lowrider chicken coop. What's up, Rucker Homestead? I bought them a lowrider, so they'll have plenty of space, but they can't fly up too high. I think it's like 3 feet, 4 feet high. It's just like these, but it's 4 feet high. So that's gonna be dope. I don't plan on letting them out because now, what can I tell you something though? One experience I've had is there was one quail that I had, a female, where they peeled her cap, literally. Her whole roof was missing. They pulled her whole wig off, and you could see down to the white meat. So I thought she was a goner, right? So she was all limped over and lumped over. So I took her out in the woods, and I know this gonna sound corny or something weird, but I took her out deep in the woods, and I didn't have the heart to finish her off, right? I just was like, maybe the last things that she'll see, is some beautiful woods, because she ain't never been out of a cage or something. I know I sound corny, but bear with me. But I was thinking, you know, if these about to be her last minutes, let me put her in to see something beautiful. Beautiful sounds in the woods, away from people trying to peel her cap, and finishing her off. So it took her about 8 hours or more, and guess what? She found her way back into this coop. She wasn't in the coop. She was outside of the coop, pacing back and forth. Now remember, she was on death's doorstep, and she was limped over and linked over. So when I left her way out there in the woods, I left her about 50 yards out in the woods. She found her way back. She's never been out of that cage, but she found her way back. I guess she must have heard them or something. Now, here's the funny part about that. That also made me think maybe she don't want to be out in the woods, and maybe she want to be around loved ones when she go. And I kid you not, I caught her, I picked her up, I put her back in the cage, and she lasted 2 days, and she passed away in that cage, I guess with her sisters. I don't know. Okay, so that was a actual real true story. So when they say they can't find their way back, they can find their way back clearly. The question is, do they want to find their way back? Okay, I know the chickens, they need to get back to their safety, their roost. Quail, I don't know, and I've heard the same thing, that they will not come back, but she did. And she didn't just come back over, just say 100 yards, but she also came back limping. She was half in, half out. She had two toes in heaven. You understand? So she used the last of her energy to get back to this coop to the same people that peeled her cap. I mean, it was like this, for real. So I picked her up and put her back in the cage. It was blazing hot that day, and then she was back and forth in the sun, pacing back and forth. And I didn't want something up there to see her because she was by herself. I don't know. And the only way I found her, because I was taking care of Bobby Brown when I had him separated, and she was out there with him. So I don't know. Okay, so that was Laird Farmer story time. That was real life, real true story for y'all. Sun going down, I could do a little bit of something right now. So if I don't have any questions, And again, I'm not saying that's what quails do. I'm just saying that's what I saw. Question, how do you get chickens back in the pen? Easy. When you first get chickens, you keep them in the pen for over 30 days, no less than 30 days, because what you're trying to do is get them used to their home. Once they understand that this is where the food is, this is where the water is, this is where the safety is, the animals and the predators can't get me in here, they remember that. And every day they venture out a little bit more. Once you finally let them out, only let a few out at a time. Say you have 10 hens in a cage. Only let out 5. Let them roam free. Keep the other 5 locked inside. And then the other one's going to be looking at them and watching them and remembering what they're doing. And the ones that's out, they're going to be making sure they keep looking back. Don't go too far away from the house. Then next day, let them all out. And watch this. Let me show you to prove it. You see my girls here? They won't leave this far. They have not passed. Look, they saw something or heard something, and they won't go past this red gas can in the yard. They have gone as far as that motorhome, to the red gas can, and to the end of this penitentiary, and that's it. So every day they're going to venture out a little farther when they feel a little bit safer. And now they just stretching their wings. Okay? So every day they're going to venture out a little farther and do a little more. But it's a reason why I want them to start free ranging even more. The reason why I want them free ranging even more is because, ooh, look at this. They having a ball. I want them free ranging even more because all of the things that help keep them well and healthy is out here in the yard. I mean, you cannot purchase medications that's going to fix them better than the stuff that just grow out here in the woods naturally. You just can't. You can try all you want to, but you can't. So I feel if I let them free range, I don't have to buy medications and I don't have to buy preventative things. And, you know, when I cut the grass, I throw it in the cage. That keeps their feet clean and dry so they don't get any kind of diseases or anything like that. And you don't have to go out buying a bunch of straw and hay because you're getting it right here off your land. Okay? CMA says, I have the same tiller and also use the tote to keep the rain off the engine. Love it. Thanks for your wisdom. You're very welcome. Okay, so let's get into it. No more questions? Let's get right back into it. I'm gonna till this garden up and I'm gonna do it carefully. Oh, hey y'all, what should I do? Should I start tilling or should I move these last 2 containers? Ooh, my backboard. She hurts. I'm gonna try to move these containers. I'm gonna try it again, y'all. Because what I wanna do, can you see what I'm talking about now? How do you get chickens back in the cage? I just answered that. Okay, move the containers, that's what I say. Because see how it look now? I wanna just be able to till back and forth this way. If I go back and forth this way, it just makes it easier for me to get into the garden and take care of everything. And instead of having to go around, and that's gonna be the extra interest for the pigs anyway. So I just wanna kind of keep that solitary. Let's try this again, y'all. Wish me luck. One of y'all can come and help me if you want to. You ain't gotta stand around and watch. You can help if you want. I'm gonna do the best I can do. If you're interested in the Power Smart gas lawnmower, mulcher bagger with the automatic drive, the description is the link is in the description box below. Okay, here we go again, y'all. It's about to be a doozy. But if I can, I moved them all the way from over there. They was up against in that line right there. I know one of these, I can't remember, is super light. Okay, this one, thank God. Whew. We did that. Okay, now you see what I'm talking about? Can y'all get it a little better now? It's gonna be straight ahead. So I don't gotta do no weird, how much does it weigh? More than me. It's a 100-gallon tote full of soil. It's a 100-gallon watering tank full of soil. If you don't believe me, look, all of them. So that's why it look like I'm putting in some work, because I am. But I don't want, here's what I'm thinking, y'all. I don't want to do, no, that don't work. I tried all that, putting pipes under and all that stuff. Nah, it don't work. You'll be wasting time instead of just using your muscle. Use your muscle and take your time and you'll get it done. Trying to keep going and finding all kind of different gadgets to do it, you will be wasting your time. So, and the day will go by and you ain't did nothing, accomplished nothing. Hand truck, listen to me. You know, everybody ain't listening. I seen hand truck. I see dolly. You're not picking this up with no hand truck. You're not doing it. I hope y'all don't, I hope you understand now. If somebody would have yelled out tractor, yeah. You ain't picking this up with no hand truck. You gonna bend that footing. I put my hand truck under it way back when I first did it, when I was trying to load them to bring them here, and not even a pallet jack. No, what, y'all must not know how this works. Cause a pallet jack got steel wheels. Where's steel wheels going in sand? Look, this is the soil. Family, this is the soil. Where are these wheels going? Okay? And I need you to understand something, okay? Again, I'm gonna repeat it. Sometimes, I'm gonna tell you, I always like to quote my father. My father said, son, You can't find an easy way to do everything. Sometimes the hard way is the easy way. Sometimes the shortcut is the long route. Sometimes you waste time trying to find shortcuts. And most of the time in all of our lives, we so busy trying to get to come up for nothing or shortcutting or half-assing, you waste more time, you waste more energy, and you waste more of your life trying to get by doing little shortcut bullshit, right? Instead of just going ahead putting in the work. I didn't want to move that, but I know if I put the work in now, I'm going to be hurting tomorrow, but I'm going to be happy when my garden is flourishing and I ain't got to keep saying, man, I should have moved that. I should have moved it. I should have, now it's too late. Everything is growing up. I got to wait till next year. Sometimes it's just best to do what you're supposed to do now, put in the work, put in the muscle, and then you ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm going to keep it real with you. This is where the pond is supposed to be, right? But I'm glad everything ain't working out the way I want it, because now I'm thinking I want it over here. Hey, y'all, and well, I better not say that. I've been digging for water. That's what I'm gonna say. I've been digging, looking for water. Just in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you know. Been looking for water. I ain't found none yet, but you gotta watch your words on here, man. And then people be asking too many dumb questions, and then get you in some trouble. Cause just in case you don't know, it's people on here that don't want to see you doing this. It's people on here that do not want to see you succeeding at none of this. I promise you, it's people that they look for people like you and me moving forward and elevating. Their job is solely to destroy everything you working on and working for. They do not want to see you move forward. They do not want to see you move ahead. And that's where all these trolls and weirdos come from. They don't want to see you doing right, especially my folks. As long as we in here fussing, cussing, fighting, and world starring, they fine with that. They fine with that. But once we start elevating and sharing knowledge and moving forward, oh, you get all the lunatics in the world coming to stop you, okay? I'm going to try this last tote, y'all. I'm going to try this last one, and I pray to God it's as easy as this last one was. And then, if it's as easy as this last one was, we just going to go ahead and till this area right here and get it over with. I pray. I hope this is as easy as that one. It ain't. I don't know what kind of soil is in this one, like some cement or something. Try it. Anyway. We did that. Did that. See what I'm saying now? It took me half an hour trying to rig up something to do that easier than that. When sometimes all you gotta do is use that spine and the muscles that God gave you. You know how many people wish they could do that? See, one day, I'm gonna be able to tell my family and friends, man, when I was younger, man, I used to be able to move like 200, 300 pounds, man, no problem. You know, I just grab that something and move that sucker. Think about that. So, that's that. Now, let me cool off. But you can see what I'm doing now. It make more sense. Got my planters here. I'm gonna be able to plant in there, right? And then I can walk around here, and this is go right into the pig pen. All of this, and for the people asking the nursery, that's the nursery right there. And this panel here, you see this panel? This panel here is gonna be over here. So I can run vegetables like squash and cucumbers and stuff up here, and I ain't gotta worry about nothing, okay? So any questions while I'm catching my breath? And these gnats is tearing me apart. What you up to? What you doing? You better not be eating nothing strange. Finding no dead cat meat. Yeah, I don't need water now. I just drunk water. I'm not sweating like that. And if you keep drinking water, if you drink too much water, it's worse than drinking no water. Okay, I'm fine. I had to catch my breath after doing that. Shower question mark. What do you mean? You need a shower, Angie Baker? What are you asking? Why what, Sherry? No water what? Can you please talk to me in full sentences? Because I don't know what these little bits of words, and I'm not going to try to put them together. Can you just ask a whole question for me, if you have one? All right? Matter of fact, let's not do that, because that's probably trolling. Let's just go ahead and get, like I did not just tell y'all, sometime when you're trying to get stuff done, that's when the trolls come out and they know what trigger you. Why don't you need or drink water? I just explained that. You asked me that question twice in 30 different pieces, and I already answered that. So, okay, let that go. Yeah, I know. And I'm telling you now, listen, the Greenhouse Lounge, is now a troll-free zone. It won't be tolerated like at all. Let me see. Do I plan on adding more animals to my homestead? Not right at this minute, no. All right, let's get it popping. All right, I'm gonna till a few lines, and then we're gonna take questions again. And I'm only answering the questions from people that's not trolling. Okay? So let's get it. By the way, this is that same tiller that I put that bicycle inner tube on. Remember that? The bicycle inner tube. So just in case y'all don't know, this is it still running. Y'all see that okay? But they like, what the hell is you doing? Trying to grow y'all some food. Okay, we did 2 rows. We did 2 rows. It's probably gonna be about 6 rows in all, 6 to 7 rows. And then I'm gonna start getting some seeds in the dirt. Okay, come on, come on. All right, any questions? The title of this, are you ready to fight? You ready to go to battle? Going to battle and getting ready to fight the system and the way they doing us is not always, yeah, you hear them eggs, TLC? No, they right now they just freaking out because I'm running this tiller so close to the, they ain't used to that, like my chickens back home. So we getting ready to battle with the system the way it is, and there's other ways to pick up arms besides picking up firearms, picking up swords, knives, and chains, okay? Sometimes you got to use your head. And this is one of those things you got to do to use your head. Plant a garden. Get your garden going right now, whether you may have never gardened in your life before. But go ahead and plant your garden. Start out with something simple like tomatoes, right? Said, you're doing an amazing job, Led. It's going to be so oxygenated. What does that mean? What are you talking about? That looks like a Barbados cherry next to you. Wow, Tam Tam. It is. That's exactly what it is. How do you like the gas tiller opposed to the electric tiller? I've never used an electric tiller to even be able to tell you, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't make a comparison of something I've never dealt with before. Maybe one day I get electric tiller and I'll be able to tell you. But as of today, I can't tell you one is better. I don't have any experience with that at all. I've always just used the gas generator, right? Peter said, always ready for a good fight. Well, hey, this is part of that right now. And you know what? I said something in a long video the other day, a live stream, and I said, I'm tired of being the only one that's angry and the only one that's doing anything about the situations that we're in today. But you know something? I thought about something. This is the way, if you are passive aggressive and you don't want to stand up to fight against craziness and tyranny and wrongdoing, this is another way to do it. Control where your money is going. If you control where your money is going, you fighting as hard as people protesting in the streets. If you stop spending your money with certain entities, you know what I mean? They feel it. You don't think they do. I don't care how many billions and trillions of dollars they got. If 1 month of that $1 billion don't come in, they start looking at the books. They start getting a little nervous, like what the heck happened? The people are turning on you, sir. The people aren't buying as much, sir. The people don't want your products anymore, sir. Once you do that, you start looking at your money drop, you start changing. Because talking to these millionaires and billionaires, that they don't understand your language. Your language is normal. Your language is humanity. They don't understand that. You understand? They don't understand God. They only understand cash. If you don't speak cash, they don't understand you. And frankly, they don't even have one of those translators to translate your language to cash, because that's all they understand. So no, if you don't have cash, you just won't, they won't think twice about you. They won't even look your way. So got my garden and the community garden growing good. That's wonderful. Johnny says, I live in the city and I put, I don't know what that is, my friend. That's right, Jeffrey. Spend your money where you feel is right. There you go. YC question. First time plants peppers. My first time planting peppers. My pepper plants has baby peppers on them. When transplant them, do I remove the peppers? No, not on a pepper plant. They'll be fine on a pepper plant. Just go ahead and transplant it. If they release those peppers, just let them fall off. But I doubt they do. I think they're just going to transfer with your plant and finish growing. Just don't disturb the root ball. Not on a pepper. You don't got to disturb the root ball. It's going to go everywhere. Leah, where's your blackberries? Right here in our face. I got 2 buckets of blackberries right here. See them? Those 2 5-gallon buckets is blackberries. I'm gonna see if I can even show you some of the berries on them. Right here. And where did I do with the other one? Oh, they next to each other. Right here. And then all my other blackberries is at home. And I'm bringing them out here too. Boycotting is still effective. Yeah, but boycotting ain't the only. Oh. You. Yes, it is. Okay, let's see. I saw the way you spelled the Hamptons. You know something, Shelly? You want to hear something funny? Do you know I showed my sign halfway the other day and showed how I spelled the Hamptons? And somebody told me I spelt it wrong. They said you left the P out. It went right over their head and I'm not explaining it. Hi, Leg, can you put grow bags on cement or do they have to be on the grass? You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the last person on the planet to ask about grow bags. I can't stand them. I've tried them for years. I've never had any success with them, me or Lady Led. I see there's a lot of people that's successful with them. I'm being honest with you. I'm not the guy to ask. If you gave me grow bags, I would give them back. And if I was gonna be polite, I would accept them. I would never use them. I wouldn't regift them, but I would never use them. I think they're horrible. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, so I can't give you no advice on the grow bags. See, I have an apartment. I've always had a small garden. But this year I planted a larger garden on my balcony. This year I added more strawberries, citrus, peach. That's wonderful. That's wonderful, Sean. Shelly said, no, you didn't leave anything out. You're on point. Exactly. Ham, tons. They just, it just went over their head. I just let them have it. Maybe one day they'll wake up, Hamptons, I get it. Maybe, I don't know. Cheryl says, do you have to use all the same amendments in the ground as in containers? No, it just depends. All of that depends. You mean amendments like adding stuff to the soil, or are you talking about just adding stuff for fertilizing and everything else? When you grow in containers, everything changes. Everything changes because you're controlling everything. You're controlling the actual environment of that plant. When they're planted in the ground, whether it's a tree or a plant or a shrub, Mother Nature is doing most of the work. and you're adding a few extra things, right? But when you planting in containers, no, you have to set that soil for what you plan on growing in that container. As a matter of fact, let's finish this video off with putting these dried up sweet potatoes in. All right. So let's get that rocking. And then I'll let y'all go so y'all ain't gotta sit here and watch me do this all night. Look, all my sweet potatoes dried out. But that's okay. They about to get a home now. They about to get a good home. Y'all with me? We gonna put these sweet potatoes in and then we gonna call it a day. Look at that, the roots already growing. So I'm gonna get these in the containers. I really want to put them in the ground, really. So all I'm doing, y'all, is just really just spacing them out. And these are the Beauregard sweet potatoes I got from the big box store. I didn't start my own this year. And all I'm gonna do is take that just like that. Can y'all see that okay? This is actually too many. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put only 4 in here. Just like that, and then I'm gonna water it in. I'm gonna put 4 in each container. And the reason why is because you can't overcrowd your sweet potatoes. If they're in a container, you don't wanna put too many sweet potato slips in a container because they will run and smash together and crash together. You wanna give them as much space to run, grow, and form sweet potatoes as you can. Let me see. Do the same thing in here. No big deal. Just like that. Now I'm gonna water these in real good because they've been dry. See how dry that is? They've been sitting out in the sun all day. So I will water these in. Right now, you thinking this big old container, why would you only plant 4 plants? Now, usually, you can put some compost down there or some fertilizer down there if you want to and set them on top. But see, already this whole bin, all of these is pure compost and chicken manure. So they're going to get everything they need anyway. Okay, I'm gonna do this last one. Finish cleaning this one out. I always look and see if I got ants. If you got ants in here, I'm gonna tell you what to stop them. Because look, this one on the end was full of ants. And you know what I did to stop it? You pour boiling hot soapy water in there. Boiling hot soapy water. And then come back and then hit them with some diatomaceous earth and watch they be gone in a couple of days. If you got ants in your raised bed, that in a container like this, it works like gangbusters. So I did it in this container. I've never done it in these before. I've always done it in my black buckets, and it worked just as good in these. Look at that soil. Look at that compost. I could grow money in that dirt. It's so good. So all I'm gonna do, same deal. Dig down, put in. You want that loose, loomy soil. And I'm gonna tell you another secret too. Look at this. Do you see those white little stones in there? Okay, that's perlite. You got perlite, you got vermiculite inside of here. Why do I have that in here? Because every time I see some plants on the side of the road, people throw away them ferns when the season go out and the ferns get burnt up. They throw the plants away. I get those plants and I throw them. I use that soil. I shake the plant, use the soil, and put it back in here. That's how I fill up a lot of my garden beds to save money, by letting somebody else waste money. When other people is wasting money, I save money off somebody else's ignorance. That's a nice one right there. Put that right here. See, I should, look at that. You see that? That's a potential sweet potato right there. Do you see that? That's a potential sweet potato right there. Put that right on in here. Give it plenty of room to run. Okay, and now y'all can see, this is what my garden gonna look like, my small garden. We gonna start it here, and then we gonna work from there. I'm gonna finish tilling this, and I'm about to get in some sunflowers, some okra. We gonna get sunflowers, okra. I'm gonna try to do some corn, but I don't think that's gonna work. That's just gonna attract the wrong kind of animals. But I'm gonna get some watermelons going down here. Let my watermelons run all down there, so I ain't gotta worry about that area at all. Because when you're growing melons, come on, pup. It was that simple to plant those. Come on. When you're growing watermelons, any kind of melons, pumpkins, watermelons, cantaloupe, you want to give them space to run so they can sprout and they can flourish. If you don't have enough room for a watermelon and all the leaves, you might get one good watermelon, but you got about 50 square feet of vines everywhere. And what happens with the vines is that, now you got snakes, you got cover for snakes, and your grass is still growing up under all them vines, and the grass that do grow is just weeds, and it just look terrible. At the end of the season, all that grass is dead, and it looked bad until spring. So, thank God, I don't have to worry about that no more. That's why I stopped growing watermelons years ago. I love growing watermelons, but I stopped growing them because they tear your yard up. And if you don't have a little back corner somewhere, you just gonna hurt yourself. Let me see. Say, I admire you and get me going, no joke. You get me going, no joke. Thank you. Let me see. Okay, say I grew a sunflower 10 foot tall in Beaumont, Texas. It was full of sunflower seeds. You want to hear something dope? I used to grow sunflowers. I've been growing sunflowers, oh my God, since I was a kid. And I stopped growing sunflowers maybe 5 years ago. And I just love the way they look. And the sunflower seeds is just a bonus. But I stopped growing them because I had so much going on. I started working at the post office and all of that, and I just stopped growing them. But I miss growing sunflowers. Even if I don't get the seeds, I just like to see the big giant sunflowers, right? And I like to see the hummingbirds on the sunflowers. I even like to see the bugs on the sunflowers. I just like to see the big head. I forget the ones I like the best with the name of them, with the big giant head and it's full of seeds. Yo, I miss that. So I said the first thing I'm gonna do on Freedom Acres is I'm gonna start planting my sunflowers again. And they also bring beneficial insects and beneficial birds to your garden to help pollinate. And it brings the bees, the honeybees, everything that your garden needs. I'm gonna tell you two plants for sure that'll get your garden pollinated. Now I know there's many more, but I'm gonna tell you two. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Janet. The mammoth sunflower. That is my all-time favorite. If you want insects and beneficial things to come to your yard and honeybees and stuff, grow a mammoth sunflower and grow a mammoth sunflower and a cone flower, the echinacea. Grow the cone flower and a sunflower. Dude, he just gonna tear that thing up right there in our face. You ain't no privacy. He just, let me see. Say sunflowers give a big break from the birds. Yeah, they usually eat your food or eat your vegetables, right? So before we go, we're gonna make this an hour and a half. So we got about 10 minutes left. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and water these in. Y'all down for us to water these in? And while we at it, I guess I can show you, can you grow a watermelon in a container? If so, what size container? Yes, you can, but I don't. So I'm not even going to give you no advice on that, okay? Yes, you definitely can, but I'm not doing that. And I've done it a couple of times, and I don't even want to give you, I've seen people do it successfully. Again, I haven't, so I'm not going to advise it. Not from me, okay? Somebody out there growing watermelons and stuff out of a container, I'm sure can give you way more advice, but I can tell you this, they drink a lot. So you got to water that container constantly. You better not miss not damn one day watering that container. If you're growing watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumbers, all of that stuff that needs a lot of water. If you try to plant it in a container, yes, you can do it. If you miss a watering regimen, they'll die. Or they'll start dropping flowers, dropping fruit. All it takes is one day that you miss that watering cycle. If you're gonna grow, I'm gonna give you one little piece of advice that I didn't do. If you're gonna grow watermelons, cantaloupes, and all of that stuff, cucumbers in a container, add a drip system. So you ain't gotta think about it, okay? Right, that's right. You gotta feed them twice as much too, because all that stuff washes right out the bottom, okay? Washes right out the holes. There's nothing there holding it like if it's in the ground. So, like I said, it's very possible. Would I do it? Absolutely not, okay? So my entire garden are in bags, buckets. You will water more for sure. In buckets and bags? Oh, definitely. Definitely. I've been growing in containers for years. And trust me, I can give you anything you need to know about growing in containers. It's not you, it's a blessing and a curse because you control everything. And the curse part is you control everything. And if you ain't up on your grind and you don't feel good that day, your garden fails if you growing in containers. So you can't miss a beat. You know, here's a citronella plant. And I woke up, look, this citronella plant is root bound. Watch this. It's still illogical to own a rooster. Let me finish this verse. See, it's root bound. I woke up, I had just watered this before we went to bed last night. I woke up today and the sun was shining and this whole thing was wilted. And I had to water it hard again in the morning. It's gonna be wilted again. This needs a bigger container. When you're dealing with containers, you got to stay on top of it. Let me go back to this. Is it still illogical to own a rooster in our backyard? I don't know. And saying illogical, what? I don't know. I don't know. Is it illogical? Is it illogical to own a rooster in our backyard? I can't answer that question for you because I don't know what you asking. If you container garden and use peat or cocoa coir, water thoroughly if it ever dries out. That's true. But yeah, it take a while for peat and cocoa to dry out. If you let that dry out, you playing game. You know, it happens though. It happened to the best. Let's get this water in there for the trolls come back. Is it illogical? I don't know, Captain. Is it illogical? Who can tell me what this is while we getting our water? Can anybody tell me what that is? Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna show you. I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. I have to beg you, please, for your sympathy. I don't mind because you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg, sweet darling. Please don't leave me, girl. Don't you go. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me show you this. Look. You see him. See that? I'm not playing, y'all. I done ran the gutter on this side here. I'm about to run it on the back end back there. Now watch, I'm gonna show you something else. And I got a cover, I gotta put that cover on top of there. Let me show you something else. Watch this. Ain't too proud to beg, sweet darling. Please don't leave me, girl. I got two of them right there. I'm about to put the other one on the other side. So we catching tons of water every time it rains. When the dew is on the roof and it start heating up, it still drains down some water down there, even if it's just a few drops. Okay. So this is all we doing. We just gonna water it in. Now this is all still moist from the rain, but I wanna get them watered in anyway. I'm gonna hit them again tomorrow before the sun come up. I'm just trying to get them plugged in right now. You don't waste no water out here. That's it, y'all. Sweet potatoes, and I'm going to make sure all the sweet potatoes sweep over this way instead of going back that way into the garden area, because they are root down in there. I'd rather them root down in here and have sweet potatoes on this side, so they won't interfere with that part of the garden. As you can see, I made a little catwalk down there. I'm gonna have to keep it trim. Not for no reason particular, just every now and then. You don't want to go all the way around all the time. You might want to just slide through like this, walk all the way through, past the piggy wiggies. See, that way you ain't gotta always walk around the whole thing. See, every now and then take a little thought, you know, take a little thought to do some of this stuff. But that's it, all right? This is what it's gonna look like. And I'm about to have this whole garden area pumping. I don't even know the measurements to this. I know it's about 16 feet. Okay, it's 16 feet because I know that cage is 8 feet wide. So that's about double the size. So it's about 16 by 16. So that's not bad. That's a nice starter garden right there. I just want to do this live with y'all and show you it's straight positive around here. This is a troll-free zone, and hey, this is us getting in the fight. Look at these dummies. Look at these dummies here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now, see, this was going on the other day, and believe it or not, he got beat up. He on the outside, and T'Challa is on the inside, and he bit his head. He got busted up. He had blood all on the dance floor. Move before you get beat up again. Move. Move. You just gonna get beat up again. Stop fronting for the ladies. Look at T'Challa in there tripping like, come here. Let me holler at you real quick, son. Let me holler at you. Yeah, come back and let me say, son. I got come back with all that garbage you talking, son. Yeah, you talk that now. Look. Look at Logan. Shut up, Logan. Logan, go on back in there. You beautiful, but boy, you can't fight. Your hair fly, but you can't fight. You can't, man. Stop all that bucking. You can't fight. He like Nuck if you buck, man. You can't use them words. You ain't the one. You is not Neo. He is not Neo at all. I'ma show y'all real quick while we're here. I'ma show y'all the male quail. Oh, I can show y'all something even better than that. Let me show you the male quail. Out of all these, see, that's a female. That's the male right there next to her. Him. Look at his big bare chest and the white gold chain around his neck. Playboy. The rest of them are females. So far, I only see one male. I don't know about these two little ones up here, because I can't check her feathers or that one either. They two different kind. But this is what I really want to show y'all. This is the mama black Somali chicken that hatched out her own hens. I mean, her own little chicks. And there they go back hiding. And I got this separated from the rest of the group. So I feed them separate, water them separately, and let mama take care of them in this cage. See, let me show you how I got it. I got quail right here, quail up here, and black Somali mama right here. The only reason I got the quail up here is because they poops is like little BBs, so they ain't gonna be letting off no big major dumps down on the birds. Still cool. So I got this in like a pyramid, it's one here, and only one can fit up here in the middle. I wish I could have got two in here, but I can't. Dude, you is clowning. All right, let's head out of here. We know you body. You body. We know he just full of garbage, talking trash. But these three cages here is the penitentiary, and then the Hamptons start there and go behind, right? And here is my other coops that I gotta put together right here. I gotta take care of that real quick. Okay. It's a beautiful evening. I'm glad it cooled down. I gotta get all this stuff moved and cleaned up. You gotta get it moved and cleaned up. Okay, any questions before I go? We've been in an hour and a half. I've accomplished a lot in an hour and a half. I get more done when I don't bother with the trolls, don't I? When I don't keep addressing the trolls, I get a lot. Hell, I'm about ready to go over here and run another line. Would you still buy a water tote if that cage doesn't have a label on it? Would you still buy a water tote if the cage, understand what I'm saying? If it doesn't have a label on the water tote? Maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying. What are you asking? Do I use any of my chicken manure in the garden? I use all of it in the whole garden, here and at my house. That's all we use. Second floor garden, ask that again, because maybe I'm misunderstanding. I just got a baby satsuma plant and container. Can I leave it in the container for a while or just go ahead and put it in the ground? Go ahead and leave it in the ground. I mean, leave it in the container, but it depends where you live at. If you live in a place where you can put it in the ground, go ahead and put it in the ground. And it also depends on what size is it, you know, because if it's not mature enough to be put in the ground in the first place, that changes everything. Let me see. When they get older, how do you introduce the chicks back into the flock? Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. You have to have a separate setup. That's why I told you I got their cage right here. Okay? You have to have a whole separate setup until they get big enough to hold their own. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to let mom finish training them and let them get some feathers on their back. And once they get some feathers on their back, I'm going to have to separate them from mom, put mom back in there with T'Challa, and then bring them over here. Now, I'm going to show you. We've already done this. You want to see it? Let me show you. Let me show you. Come on, pup. We've already done this, and we separated the ones. Let me see. Let me show you. Right here, and I don't know how this one got out the cage, but she did. But see, I got more here. These were at the house, and I brought them here. And these are some other ones. These are Tractor Supply birds here. That's all that's left. They kept getting snatched out the cage. Now, y'all about to really, truly see me have to catch this damn bird. I see how she got out too. They so crazy though. Can't be trusted to do nothing. Nap, nap, nap. So I gotta bring them and put them in somewhere safe before nightfall. But that's the other set of Samani chickens that I gotta have put this cage up. Because once those get a little bit of size on them and some feathers, I'm gonna give them a couple more weeks, let them feather out, and then put them all in together because they're gonna be so confused, they ain't gonna really wanna fight right off the bat. So have a couple quails incubating, soon to hatch. What do you feed your quail? 20% feed, 20%. And remember, please don't ask me how to teach you how to quail. I'm learning myself. I'm new at it. I've only been raising quail since February. Quail and pigs, I'm new. Okay. The road to self-mastery, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not organized at all. I'm really not organized. The stuff that I'm telling you now is me trying to become organized, because one thing I do know, my chaotic way of doing things don't always work with everything. And homesteading and farming, it don't work. Next thing you know, you got a mess everywhere that you can't, you wake up every day like, this is me. Do I clean up or do I go to work? Do I clean up or do I go to work? Do I go to work? And then, so I try to work while I clean up. And it just makes more of a mess. So I'm not, but I'm learning. I'm trying hard to become more organized, and I'm trying. But thank you anyway. But I'm not gonna pretend I am, because I ain't. I am not organized at all. I am chaos. All right. Okay. Any last questions, y'all? What took them from the cage, from the Tractor Supply bird? I don't know. Predators. If you get chickens, you'll find out. If you get chickens, you'll find out. Okay? I promise you. That's a promise from me to you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this dude. Is he stunting in front of me because I fronted on him earlier? Is he showing me that, you know, these are all my chicks right here, son? Really? He's like, look, I'm going to take a piece right here in your face. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Come on. Yes, gotcha. Said, I thought once in the cage, they're okay. No, absolutely not. Once they're in the cage don't mean nothing. Once they're in the cage, they're a little safer than they were on the outside of the cage. That's all. Once they're in the cage is just a deterrent. The cage is not foolproof. No matter what, it's not foolproof ever. It's a deterrent. And if the predator is hungry enough and desperate enough, it'll do everything in its power to get under, around, or through that cage, or smart enough to open the door. So you love how everything is all over the place, though? I don't. That is not the way to be. What breed is Logan? Free. He's a free. I'm pretty sure that's the breed. He's a free of charge. You ever hear of that breed? You ever hear of that breed? I'm gonna be honest with you. Logan is one of the most beautiful roosters I've ever seen in my life. And when I went to pick up Piggy Smalls and them, the man said, "You want a rooster?" I said, "No." He said, "You sure now? Come on now. I'll pay you to take them." I said, "Man, just give them to me." Because this was my plan. I took Logan because I was going to trade him for a pig. Because the guy that I was dealing with pigs wanted beautiful roosters like that. I already gave him one. And the longer I kept him, I'm like, man, this mug is beautiful. And he's strong, and his spurs on the back of his legs was like this. I said, you know what? I'm going to hang on to him. So I pulled his spurs off and put him in the cage with the girls, and now he a beautiful punk. He just a punk. He a beautiful punk. Don't let him fool you. Don't let his long locks fool you. He ain't about that life for real. He said, in Jamaica, you are very organized compared to what I've seen. Trust you deserve the credit. I'ma just take your word for it. But this ain't how I want to do it. Can you show him again? Now that I don't mind doing. Yeah, he a beautiful punk. You see dudes like that, like Terrence Howard, man. Terrence Howard, man, good looking man, but boy, always crying, man. Always crying, man. Always crying, man. He never really got nothing to say. He eat my damn blackberries. Get out of there. Get out of there. Break it up. I ain't even got none of them blackberries. He like a gold lace wine dot rooster or something. He's a game bird for sure. See him? Look at his chest. Beautiful rooster. Always crying. Terrence, you be trying, you got them light brown eyes, and you think you can just get anybody and tell anybody anything, but until somebody put their hands on you, man. Somebody mess around and put their hands on you, man. Let me see. So there you go. These little piggies want roast beef. This little piggy want none. This little piggy had wee. All the way home. Little piggy wiggy. Yeah, he good looking, very good looking bird, man. He stopped because Terrence Howard, you talking about me on your channel, man. Now, see, I told everybody if you got something to say, man, you say it to my face. You know, all that internet beef and stuff, man, I ain't with that, man. Terrence, bruh, I believe you about it. I do. Them good-looking men, they always got something to prove. So them is the ones that end up putting a cap in your ass. I ain't much on fighting, man. I ain't much on fighting, man. But I'll take you out to dinner, man. Plate full of lead in your belly. Look, she back. Move. Look, I'm gonna have to move my blackberries. Move. Move. Y'all can't have them. Them is for me. Don't you know? Okay. All right, y'all. Let me get going, because I got a lot. Stupid birds. They done escaped again. They escaped again, I think. Okay, they ain't that stupid. All right. Okay, y'all. Let's call it a day. Clean this mess up. Oh my God, I'm so behind schedule. Ooh. Okay, we good, y'all? Let me see. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And that's the other thing too. I gotta go out here and get this wood because I'm about to build a shower. I need to build an outdoor shower, like a whole, this little sponge bathing business after I get done doing stuff like this, that don't be popping. The free breed is the best breed. Yeah. I heard about that breed free of charge. Very rare breed. Very rare breed. So I bought an elderberry cutting from you. Do you know what variety it is? The kind that saves your life. No, I don't. No, I don't. I had so many varieties that I don't know. I don't keep track of that because they run underground, so you will never know. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, okay, and say you got the night train breed. Now I don't know. I got about 4 or 5 different varieties. I don't know which one you got because once they run and intertangle and intermingle and start doing the Pulp Fiction dance with each other, I don't know. They say that you need another kind of to pollinate. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. You do not need another kind of elderberry to pollinate. It's self-pollinating, and when it's self-pollinating, it's gonna put out a lot of berries. And if you buy another kind of breed, any other kind of breed, it's going to produce even more. Is that a post digger? It can be a post digger, but it's really like a well digger. Yeah. Oh, y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see the hole? Y'all want to see the hole? Let me see. Devil grow berries with Just one. Yes, they will grow just fine with just one. I started with just one. Come on, Lead Farmer field trip so I can show you the hole. Come on, puppy, let's show them the hole. Not your hole. Ugh. Real quick. Show you the hole. It's in the back. It's out back. Follow me. Okay. I'm gonna keep on digging till something fall out. See, I planted a pear tree here when I first got here, and it's still growing. The beaver ate that. Come on. This is where the shower gonna be. Y'all, show you the hole. I've been digging. I've been digging. Look at there. Oh my God. Do y'all see that? Oh my God, wait a minute. For myself. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Did y'all see that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Please tell me y'all see what I see. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see it? Oh my God. Do you see that? Listen, I don't want to cry on camera. I do not want to cry on camera. Oh my God, oh my God. I hit water at 4 feet. I dug this and I walked away like, nah, it ain't doing nothing. I got all of this soil right here out, all that clay, and I was like, ain't nothing. It was still dry down there, and it was still hard to turn, and I ran this all the way down. Let me show you. Oh my God, I don't believe this. I don't believe it. I cannot believe this. Watch this. I ran this. This is 4 feet, and I ran this all the way down. Do you hear that? Listen. Hallelujah. 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 Oh my God, I don't believe this. Wait till I tell my wife. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a lot of water too. Look, it's coming up on here about 6 inches. Wait, y'all can't see that. It's coming up here about 6 inches. Oh my God. And this whole post is 4 feet. Oh, I'm about to lose it. Hold on. I'm about to lose it. I need y'all to, hold on. I need to record this. I can see my damn reflection. Do you see that? Oh. Y'all want to know why I dug it right here? I'm going to tell you why I dug this right here. I dug this right here because that's the stream way in there. That's my stream, right? Remember where we are? And this is the path to my stream. Remember I told you it's on a. Remember I told you it's on a natural spring because it always stays wet. Every blue moon it'll dry out, like if it's really really hot, but it's still moist. That's natural spring. So I said I'm going to drill right here, close to that, and see if I can tap into that same water table, right? So what I'm gonna do, yo, and this is perfectly legal too, because I only you can dig down to 24 feet legally without, anybody messing with you or anything, without a contract, without anything. You could dig down to 24 feet. Now I was looking at one of those well points, and I was gonna use that, and I was like, nah, I don't wanna. That's a lot of money wasted if that go bad. So I'm gonna pull out my doggone uh, digger again, and I'm gonna try it. And I just picked a spot right at the entrance to the stream, and I be doggone. Guess what? I did this. We've been on for about 2 hours, right? I did this directly before I went live. I did this, and I was like, let me go live so I can. I said, I'm playing. When I didn't hit no water, I said, let me stop and go and get this garden and stuff done and get stuff cleaned up, because now I'm using my energy on something that don't even matter right now. So I stopped. I took this all the way down to the handle, and I stopped. I didn't see no water, and oh my God, we come back 2 hours later, and it's 6 inches high. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that. Okay. Oh no. To give me the Bobby Brown jaw now. So now what I'm gonna do, I need to go get the other fitting to this and screw it onto this to make it longer and go down another 6 to 8 feet. Because if I'm hitting water at 4 feet, then I'm gonna hit the mother load at 8. No matter what the water is, I'm gonna either pass the water table or I'm gonna hit a bigger water table. Ooh, okay. All right, y'all. Come on, pup. Okay. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. I was about to leave. Come on. Okay, y'all. I was about to leave. And here we are. Let's talk about it. My gas-powered auger needs some fuel line. The fuel line is rotted on it. So I've been putting off trying to dig for water. And what did I just tell y'all earlier? Sometimes you got to put in a little muscle, and you gonna get what you asked for. Instead of waiting around trying to find an easy way to do a job, sometimes you just got to get crunk and put a little muscle in it. And look, God pay you back every time, every time. When I get off this live stream, I'm calling my wife. Oh no, she in a meeting. I'll wait till it's late at night anyway, because this is sexy. You hear me? This is sexy talk. This is pillow talk right here. Like, girl, you know I found some water. You like that? You like that? I know you do, don't you? Yeah. What did I find? Oh, I found some water, girl. Yeah, all you want. You want a drink? I bet you do. You thirsty, ain't you? You thirsty? Because I got all the water. That's some sexy right there, boy. Girl, you know I got you some water. Oh, you thirsty? Let me just run back here real quick. Get you a little something. Huh? Fresh spring water. See the mouth? When you say water, you gotta do this. Water? Want a little water? Let me stop bragging before it dry up. Let me stop clowning before it dry all up. But now I am about to invest some money in another pipe to connect to that. And I am going to keep digging. And now I need to really start thinking about getting me a pump to throw down in that bad boy. Yeah, water is pillow talk. Girl, you like it wet? You like it real wet? Because I can get it wet. I got an auger. I got an auger, girl. I'd do some digging. Get that thing leaking. You understand me? I'll bust the well wide open. Mm-hmm. I will keep on digging and twisting until I hit water. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Because you know what song popped in my head? Twister. Get it wet. Shout out to Twister. Oh my God. Gotta be more careful. Boy, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Shout out to Twister. Let me stop though. Look, I'm so happy right now. I gotta figure out what I'm doing. Look, I got all this cleaning up to do, but now I just want to play in the water. I want to dig deeper. Hey, look, let me tell you something. I'm a little boy at heart. I'm old and I'm fat and I'm grown and I'm gray. But I'm telling you, it's a little boy hunting around in here right now. You're gonna know what I really want to do right now. I really want to go grab this big PVC. Come on, y'all want to go? Y'all want to go? You want me to grab this PVC? It's about 8 feet. Grab this PVC and just keep jabbing it down there. Go deeper. Y'all want to for real? Y'all want to go? Come on, let's do it. I know this video long, and I'm sorry for my long videos, y'all. I'm sorry for my long videos, but I be having so much fun, damn it. I be having so much fun that I be like, I wonder if people want to see this. Because I be having a ball out here. This is a grown person's paradise. This Freedom Acres is my playground, and I'm not even playing. I'm serious. This is my playground. Everything that I ever wanted to try to do or experiment, I can do it right here. Come on. Oh, I got my drawers all sweaty and everything. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all this. I got a bunch of PVC that I was gonna run for the water lines for the chickens. So I'm gonna grab 2 of these 8-foot pieces, and I got this long pipe. That's about a good 6-7 feet. I'm gonna take that too. Why not? Cause see, it's open down there. That'll help me drill a little bit. Oh, I'm tripping now, ain't I? Oh, they done got me started. The restaurant got me started, boy. Come on, pup. We got work to do. That auger is all the way. We done wore him out. Yeah, I see people talking about some, Laird talking about drilling people. He talk about augering people till he hit the wetness. Ooh. Y'all better get y'all mind out the gutter. All right. I'm gonna try this first, cause this got a big old hole on it. Okay. I'm gonna just jam it down here. I don't know. I'm gonna just jam it down here. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do it so we can both see. I can see y'all, y'all can see me. Okay. I can't believe this boy done hit some water. Man. Look at that right there, boy. Can y'all see that? There you go. You can see it good now. I can see what y'all saying, so. Okay. That's past the 4-foot mark. I'm just gonna drill. And I hope this mug be full in the morning. Oh, I need a hammer. Uh-oh. I need a mallet. MC mallet in the 45s. Look at that. If y'all got any requests, listen to that guy, boy, got that goddamn water. It's going deeper. It's going deeper, y'all. Y'all hear that? Oh my goodness. What'd you say? That sounds like a lot of water. It's high quality H2O. It, high quality H2O. Vicky Valancourt. Vicky Valancourt. I'm gonna have to cover this up so bugs and stuff don't get in it. Right here in the middle, I'm gonna just drill in there. It's really working. It's going down that boy too. It's really working. Say what? Say I can't even deal. It's okay. My mama said my mama said we gonna hit water. And we got to keep it in the cooler. Okay, let me see. Mama said crocodile ornery because they got all them teeth in their mouth. You see, okay. I wonder how far I'm down right now. I'm gonna just keep drilling because I can feel it going down farther. You see this line? This is what I'm trying to get right here. See that? I'm trying to see if I can't get that past this edge. I'm just twisting it. And then that'll tell me how far I done went. It's working. See, it's almost there. Can y'all see that right there? It's almost there. I'm just pushing down and twisting. It's right in the center. Let me see. It's almost there. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Push. Right here. That's about 10 inches. Oh my God, I don't know. I'm tripping. I'm playing games. I done mess around and hit water and now I'm tripping. I am tripping. Let me stop. Let me do this the right way. Hey y'all, I gotta cover this up. I gotta cover this up because I just remembered something. If you don't cover this mug up, all kind of creatures will be trying to live in there and dying in there. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I got a bucket. I just stepped in a red ant hill. I got a bucket of water. Ooh, I got a better idea. I got something even better. I got a lid. Perfect. This is the benefit of having junk everywhere. This lid goes to my 55-gallon drums. I don't need them no more. It's perfect. So I'll just do this. So don't nothing fall in there and die and then mess up the water, you know? Need a good brick or something. Come on, pup, let's get out of here. Come on, pup. Come on, pup. Stop peeing on the damn. Come on. This is where the pond will be, y'all. All of this, I'm hoping I've changed my mind and this whole circle will be the pond. This is part of my driveway. Come on, pup, they coming to get us. Come on, pup. Let's see. I missed that last question. Come on, pup. Come on, pup, let's go. I gotta put my awning back up on my tent. It blew over in the wind. You see I moved the tent over here by the orchard because it's always shady over here, nice and cool. Come on, pup. Come on. Ah, that's my girl. Look at that. I'm in a paradise. It's my own little playground. Okay, let's get out of here. Let me show you. Come on, pup. Come on. Come on, puppy girl. Still got a little mess to clean up. For the most part. But hey, yo. See, look, let me show you something. See them all? Went back in the house. It's getting dark. So they all starting to go back in. You don't got to do nothing else. Okay. All right. I'm going to go for real, but it's just too much going on. Come on. Good girl. All right. I wasn't able to see everybody's comment. Let me see. I just had to take me a quick walk real quick. Let me see. I asked, so if you at 4 feet, does that mean your pond will fill itself? Yes. That means I hit that natural spring at 4 feet. I don't have to depend on what that means. That's a great question. That means if I need to dig it deeper than 4 feet, which I don't see no reason, I would like it to be 5 to 8 feet. I would like it to be 8 feet. But I could take about, a pond. I'm gonna try to dig down as far as I can, but shoo, that says a lot. I'm going to have to rent a skid steer first and get down there. And once I hit that well, once I hit that water table, I'm gonna have to rent a backhoe and just dig it all out from that point on because I'm hitting natural well water. You need the if you're trying to add a hand pump. And yeah, I'm not paying $100 for that though. I don't think I need to do that. See that pipe, I'm already hitting water. I'm not buying that $100 pipe, and each pipe that goes along with it is another $100. I'm not doing that. I just hit water at 4 feet. Now I'm not getting too happy about that, but I'm not going to waste $1,000 trying to drive, you know, when you don't need to do that. And who's to say it's not rock down there, right? I rather take my auger and add another 8-foot pipe on it and just spin it out. If I hit a rock, I ain't wasted no money. Each one of those lead pipes cost about $20, something like that, $30 versus 100 for just 4 feet of pipe. That don't even make no sense. And if that well point gets clogged up, because that's clay, if that well point gets clogged up while you knocking it down there, it ain't gonna work no way. And everybody have problems with those well point poles, because not because they don't work, it's because once they get down there, they got the little filter screen on them that's so tight that they clog up with the clay and the rock and the sand and debris that's down there. They make through sand, and that's where it ain't going. Most people got clay, you know, and that clogs up those little screen filters. I'm not wasting my money on that. That's why I didn't. True story. I already bought one of those well pipes, the well point. I did that like a year and a half ago, something like that, and I took it right back to the store, because every single video people fail, and they be like, well, the pipe is gone or the pipe is broke. And here's the other thing too. You gotta be driving that pipe perfectly. No pun intended. You gotta be driving that pipe perfectly, or you gonna bend the top. You're gonna bend the top up and you ain't gonna be able to use it no more, you know. And you're gonna have trouble getting another pipe in it because you done broke the top down. You understand what I'm saying? If y'all wondering why I keep messing with my ears, these gnats keep bothering me. They like bzz, bzz, bzz. Can you have a whole bunch of sand in your water filters and everything? I don't understand your question, Jeff. Can you have a whole bunch of sand in your water filters and everything? Yeah, I don't understand. But the light is getting blurry, so I can't see. Wazuri, thank you. So you need a well driver. Yeah, we talked about the well driver pipe. I wouldn't waste my money or time. Oh, somebody said that hole sure is pretty. He sure is pretty, Paul. He is pretty, and he got a pretty mouth. He sure is. Say I asked so hidden water. Okay, right. That was a good one. What's your name? Spice and Pray, I think. That was a good one. Let me see. What state are you located in? The state of shock. I'm in the state of shock. Yeah. Located right next to the state of disbelief. I don't even understand. I don't understand why people ask that. What difference would it make? Put a cinder block on the top of. I am, and they're right there. I just don't feel like carrying it that far. Once I get off this camera, I'm gonna put a block on that, so because an animal can just kick that out of the way and go down there and live and die in LA. So is that only in the state of Georgia you can dig 24 feet, or that's nationally? I'm not gonna say nationally. I'm going to say that's most states that I know of. Most states. I'm not gonna say your state. I'm going to say the 2 states that I live in, it's 24 feet. Will the water keep rising out of the hole? Living the dream, we're gonna find out tomorrow, because that's what I was thinking. Because it's seeping in slow, right? So I'm thinking, if it's seeping in slow, hey, why don't we just go take a measurement? Y'all wanna take a measurement? Let's take a measurement and then measure it again in the morning. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do right now. Let's go measure that boy before we forget. Cause it seemed like it was getting deeper as I was there. So if it got 6 feet in not 6 feet. If it got 6 inches in 2 hours, it needs some Viagra. Y'all missed that, didn't you? No, if it got 6 inches, if it got 6 inches in about 2 hours, then that means it's coming in really, really slow. I don't want to go that way. I gotta cut that grass over there. Yeah, a lot of people missed that one. Like, huh? Viagra for what? That was one of my corniest. Okay. So I'm gonna measure this real quick, y'all. And I'm not gonna hit it up the center. I'm gonna hit it on the side. Yeah. I'm gonna measure it up the side of the wall. Hit the walls to get a good measurement. Okay, this is dry as a bone. Stick it down in this thing. Now I'm gonna put it down here till it stop on the side. Can y'all see that? Okay. Okay, it stopped. This is 42 inches. The hole is 42 inches. Now let's see how deep the water is. Can y'all see that at all? This is like oh. Wait a minute. I can't hardly tell. I want to say 5 inches. I want to say 5 inches. Hold on. Now it's dry as a bone. Now I'm gonna stay off that wall so none of it get moist. Let me see. I'm not going down the center. Okay. Five inches. It's 5 inches. See that? I didn't touch the side at all. My finger getting wet right here. So I got about 5 inches of water in 2 hours. So 5 inches of water in 2 hours. Everybody remember that. So that says a lot. Cover up this glory hole. Okay. 5 inches. Yeah, I don't want people to get excited like, hey lad, what you gonna do with that hole, bro? You done using that? Can I get down with it? No. This ain't singles night. Okay, 5 inches. It took about 2 hours, 5 inches. Okay? And we just gonna measure it again tomorrow. I'm hoping I come out tomorrow and the water is at the very top. That's what I'm hoping. That's a real slow seep. But nevertheless, a seep is a seep. Right? Let me see. Said, what in the freaky farming is going on here? Exactly. Okay. Ooh, the freaky farmer. He said the glory hole. 5 inch in 2 hours, y'all. Remember that. We're going to measure it again tomorrow. All right? So I'm gonna get on out of here. We done did a lot today. We done found water. We done busted the ground on Freedom Acres, got the garden going. We done moved our raised bed gardens in position. We planted sweet potatoes, and we tested out a brand new Power Smart mulcher bagger. And again, if you are looking into getting that Power Smart mulcher bagger lawnmower, the link is in the description box below. You can go check it out. It's a good lawnmower. I used it over there, and I used it right here, and I'm loving it so far as getting done what I need to get done. Because I can't use my riding lawnmower to get these little nooks and crannies like around the tent and the guidelines and in front of the chicken coop and stuff. I need like a weed whacker or a lawnmower, and most of the time using the lawnmower is just simpler. All right, with that being said, everybody have a wonderful night. I'm about to go in here and make me and Puppy something to eat and wash all of this off. And I'm gonna probably just put this back on tomorrow, but I'm about to go wash all this off and man, just get ready to call it a night. And just cause I gotta wake up early in the morning and finish what I started. All right, Lev Farmer 73. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, cause I sure the hell did. You hear me? I hope y'all enjoyed this video, because you don't even know what you just witnessed. For everybody that was here tonight and stuck it out for over 2 hours, if you was here with me tonight and you saw this, you are one of the first people ever to see water coming up from the ground on Freedom Acres. Count yourself special for that. You VIP. I'm not even playing with it. You VIP special. Because you saw something for the first time when I saw something for the first time. Unbelievable. All right, Lev Farmer 73. I love y'all, and I'm out. I can't wait till Lady Led done with her meeting, so I'm gonna, hey, come here, let me talk to you. Hey. Got that auger in there, you know. Keep on churning that thing till we hit some water. You thirsty? I can keep on twisting it till I get some water. But you thirsty? You want some? Yeah. I'm Denzel Mao. Yeah. But yeah, I can't wait to talk to her. Pillow talk. All right, that's it. Lev Farmer 73. I love y'all, and I'm out. Thank you, y'all. Peace. This has been wonderful. You don't know how wonderful. You don't know. Do you know how many people go looking for water on their land and can't find it? You don't know what just happened. Trust and believe that. Lev Farmer 73, I love you, and I'm out. Peace.